term, the more interest you're likely to pay. Okay. Okay, so example, we've got monthly repayments
Do you
on
understand,
1,000 rand.
Marv? Do you understand that two sentences?
Personal loans when you borrow a fixed amount of money from a bank and pay back with interest. Okay, yes.
Right, we spoke about that. We spoke about the monthly payments. That's just the number of months it can range from. And the longer the term, meaning the longer the time you have to pay back the loan, the more interest you're going to pay. That's it.
Pay. Yeah.
Perfect. So in this example, they tell us that monthly repay they give us
Why
a
is there a
table
zero next to 1,000?
because the questions are supposed to be 10,000 rand, not 1,000 rand.
Oh, okay.
All right. So they're giving us on the left hand side of the table monthly repayments on 10,000 rand. So for 24 months, you're gonna have to pay 485 rand a month. For 36 months, you're gonna have to pay 343 rand a month. And if it's for 48 months period. So the number of months on top no, right. The number of months in this column, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just use the the pointer. So this over here, right? These number of months, it tells you the period of months you have to make the repayments of the loan, right? So for 24 months, or for 36 months, or 48 months, or for 60 months. What do you notice about the monthly repayments as the number of months increase? What do you notice about the amount?
It decreases.
Exactly. So the lower the number of months, the higher the monthly repayment, and the higher the number of months you're gonna have to pay the loan, the lower monthly payments, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then that's exactly the same for monthly repayments on 20,000 rand. Meaning, if you take a loan out for 20,000 rand and you tell the bank, okay, I want to pay this loan over 2 years, right? How many months is there in 1 year?
12.
Right, though. So if it's 12 months in 1 year, how many months in 2 years?
24.
24. So which means I have to pay back for 2 years, 24 months, 970 rand per month if I take out a loan of 20,000 rand and I want to pay it back over 2 years, right? If you take out the same loan, but you're like, no, I don't want to be like Mr. Fox. I want to pay my loan over 60 months. Then you're going to pay back 455 rand monthly as a monthly repayment, right? The interest rate. So the interest rate, as we discussed in the previous example, 15%, there's 14%, there's 36%, and there's 13%. Okay. First question, right though. Use the information in the table to calculate the total repayment amount for a loan of 10,000 rand taken over 24 months. So the key word in this question, what you need to understand is calculate. They're asking us. So when if you get a question in the exams, always important to ask out the question, what are they asking you to calculate, right? So they're asking you to calculate the total repayment amount. What do you understand by the total repayment amount for a certain loan?
The amount that must be paid back.
There we go.
Repaid.
Exactly. And why do they say total?
The whole amount. The total.
Exactly. So if I tell you, you must pay me back 100 rand every month for 24 months, how much do you pay back in total?
Huh? For how many months?
So if I tell you, you must pay me 100 rand every month for 2 years, how much are you going to pay me back in total?
2,400.
Perfect. Because you take 24 multiplied by 100, 2,400.
Yeah.
So in this question, asking you calculate the total repayment amount for a loan of 10,000 rand
Hmm.
over 24 months. So before you
Okay,
need,
so
before you, okay,
11640. Okay. Okay, so what did they say? Use information, total repayment of loan, 10,000 go. Okay, so the amount you need to pay for the 24 months is 485. So
perfect.
then 485 rand multiplied by 24 months is going to give us 100 and, I mean, yeah, 11640.
Okay, let's just check if that
Like that.
is correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
11460. Okay, perfect.
11640. Yeah.
Yeah, 11640. Perfect.
Yeah,
So you
bro.
got the 100, you got the 100% for that question. Well done.
Okay. Easy
How much,
peasy
next
one.
question. How much money will the bank make in interest over 24 months?
Hmm.
So remember what I told you, what is interest? A simple definition of interest.
Hmm. The amount that you must pay extra.
There we go, the amount that you have to pay extra. So they're asking you how much money will the bank make in interest? Basically, they're asking you how much extra do you have to pay for this particular loan, right? So what was your
Uh-huh.
total repayment amount? It was 11,640, right?
Yeah.
So can you calculate how much the bank is charging interest or how much extra this guy have to pay for the loan?
How much extra?
Yeah,
So do I have to say 1,640 times 24?
no. Okay, I'm gonna repeat. Okay, let me give you a hypothetical example. All right, let's use the same example. So you paid me 100 rand for 2 years, and that amounted to 2,400. Right? But the
Mm-hmm.
loan that you took from me was only 1,000 rand. You borrowed 1,000 rand, but at the end of 2 years, you gave me in total 2,400 rand. So how much money did I make in interest over that 2 years?
Okay, so
How much extra did you pay?
1,400
Perfect. And what you say 2,400 minus a
minus 1,000.
thousand, right? Which gives us the 1,400. Okay? The 1,000.
Okay.
So in this
Okay, so I
example,
subtract. Hmm. Hello. Are you frozen?
now I'm waiting for your answer.
Oh,
So in this question, how much money will the bank make in interest over the 24 months?
okay. So wait, what is the amount? It was 1,
One one.
11640
Yes. Yes.
minus 485.
No. No. Okay. Let's go back to our hypothetical example, right? So remember,
Okay.
this 2,400, right? That is the total repayment amount, right? The total amount that you
Mm-hmm.
repay me, right? The
Mm-hmm.
1,000 rand was the amount of the actual loan, right?
Okay.
So to get the interest that I make over that 24 months or over that 2 years, is basically just the amount that you pay, the total amount that you have to repay, which was 2,400, minus that 1,000 rand, which is the original loan amount, and that equals to 1,400. That's the interest I made over that 2 years. I know what's confusing you is the 24 months is confusing you because in your mind, you're like, okay, I must calculate it for each month and then multiply by 24.
Okay.
But don't do that. You don't have to do that. You understand?
Okay, wait. So how much money will the bank make in interest over 24 months? So I must leave out the 24 months.
The 24 months
What?
is just showing you that it's regards to the same scenario over here. All right?
What happened to the screen? Okay.
So what was the total repayment amount?
11640.
What was the amount of the loan?
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm totally zoned out. I forgot about that amount. So that amount minus, you said it's 10,000 and not 1,000. 116. 480 minus 10,000, right? And not 1,000.
Yes.
Okay, I got 106,480.
Did you take so as remember it's 11640 minus 10,000.
For the extra zero, 10,000, 1,648. No, wait, sorry. 11640. There's no 8. Let me just see.
That's
Yeah,
not
there's no
a
8. Minus 10,000. It's 1,640.
perfect. So
Okay.
1,640. So that is your basically that's the amount that the bank made interest over the 24 months, right? You understand? Follow?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just check quickly how we're doing with time? Do you have any questions?
No.
Perfect.
I just forgot to look at that amount. That's why I was so confused now.
Okay.
I didn't look at that one column. Okay.
So there's a few more exercises. Okay, this not doing this week. That's tax forms. This week is more on
Okay.
loans and yeah, basically just loans. This will be our last exercise.
Okay.
And then you can do exercise 4 on your own. You can ease answers, but try to do it on your own first. And then I'll also try to send you more questions through in the week on loans. Okay,
Okay.
perfect. So you read for us, Kanana.
Is it still the same one, a different one?
That's a different one. It's activity 3.
Okay. Okay, let me just zoom in quickly. What is this? Refuelway. Refuelway has received an advert and a repayment schedule for a micro loan. Use the information in the table to answer the questions that follow. Okay. So A. If she plans borrow
Okay, okay, Mom.
25,000
Mom.
rand. Okay. Okay.
So let's first make sense of the table, okay?
The
Because
table. Okay.
before going to the question, we need to understand what's happening in the table, okay? So in the
Mm.
examination, you're gonna get a question, you're gonna get a scenario, you're gonna get a table, what you're gonna do. So my approach is I always start from the left-hand side, okay? It's like you're reading a book, basically, right? You start from the
Mm.
left-hand side. So you go, okay, do I understand do I understand the question? So the field has received an advert and a repayment schedule for a micro loan, right? So I break the words up to make me understand. Okay, so this is a repayment schedule and then you ask yourself the question, what do you understand by a repayment schedule? So in your mind, what comes to mind?
Repaid. Has to be repaid. Has to be paid back.
Perfect. Payback for microloan. So we're busy with a loan and these repayments that this girl is basically making, right? And all of this
Okay.
is in the table, right? So the table is provided. So a loan amount is on the left hand side. So on the left hand side, you have different types of loans. You will either get a 15,000 rand loan, or a 25,000 rand loan, or 35,000 rand loan. And then I go to the right, I see on top this payment plan. Okay. Um, oh yes, just on the side note, for math lit, there's a lot of reading involved, reading and
Okay.
understanding the context. So just make a note of that on the side of your page or wherever. Always remember, understand the context. Understand the context, very important. What the question's asking. Yeah.
Okay.
So the payment plan. So now we're on the payment plan and we can see that there's different types of payment plans. We have 1 month, we have 3 months, we have 6 months, we have 12 months, and we have 24 months. Okay. So let's take an example. So I want to understand this first. So if a payment plan is 1 month, meaning if I take out the loan and I want to pay back the loan over 1 month, I'm going to pay back 17,484 rand. But if I take it over 24 months, I'm going to pay back 22,860. What do you notice about these amounts as the months increase?
As the months increase, the amounts also increase.
Exactly. Okay, that's good. So that's a similar scenario for the 25,000 rand plans and the 35,000 rand plans for the different months. Okay, now we understand what's going on, right? Students make a
Okay.
mistake by jumping to the questions, right?
Um,
It's a mistake. First, try to understand
like me.
table, understand scenario, read the
Hmm.
table, right? Don't miss these small things as well. I know it don't look like it's important, but it's actually very important. So all payments include a once-off initiation fee at 15% of the principal debt. So my understanding of the initiation fee is almost like a deposit, basically, right?
Okay.
And a service fee of 50 rand per month for the term of the loan. So a service fee is fee for the services. You get it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Almost like bank charges, right?
Okay.
That's why I choose Capitec Bank because Capitec Bank has less bank charges. Are you
Hmm.
also Capitec Bank?
Yes, I'm with Capitec.
Okay. So first, now you go to the question. First question. If she plans to borrow 25,000 rand, so if she plans to borrow 25,000 rand and plans to pay back this loan over a year, how much would she actually pay back?
Okay. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so where's this? 25. Let me see by 12
So you
months.
got
So
25,000.
33. Okay. 33. Can you move that arrow? What is that? 0, 1, 5.
Perfect, right? Perfect. So 33,015, that is the amount that she has
Amount.
to pay back. Okay, perfect. Next question.
Okay, wait.
Redefine.
AE. Okay.
Okay, next question. Redefine print and calculate the initiation fee charged on the principal debt of 25,000 rand. So also let's calculate the initiation fee of
So it's
25.
15%.
Okay, go for it. So on the calculator, 15% is your initiation fee. So on the
Divided
calculator,
by 100. Oh, okay, wait. 15%? Okay. Is it times 25 or what?
so what was your answer?
3750.
Let's just check if it's right. Ah, perfect. 3750 is
Okay.
correct. Okay. Next
Okay.
question. What would the refiller pay the service fees
Okay, we
for
service fee 50
24
rand.
month
Okay.
for 24-month loan?
Oh my bad, it's 20%. The screen is blank. Okay, it's back.
Okay,
Okay,
we're
what
almost
would
done.
you feel we
Last two
pay?
questions. What would the refiller pay for the service fees for a 24-month loan of 45,000 rand?
Okay,
So
what
what is
is
the
the
service
service
fees?
fee? 50 rand. Okay, and what do they say? 24 months, how much is that? 37,300. That is 24 months of 35. Oh, no, wrong column. 35,000. What column is that? 51740. That's about the 35,000. Okay, wait. So what would you pay for the service fees for 24 month loan of 35,000? So that amount and that amount. Okay.
Okay, you're on the right track. So what do they say in the fine print? Service fee of 50 rand per month.
Month.
So how many
Oh, per
months?
month.
So how
24
many
months.
months exactly? So all that you do is
50 times 24.
exactly
1,200. Oh, that
perfect.
was easy.
They trick you
Okay.
by giving you the amount of the loan.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just trying to trick you. So it's 1,200. Okay, perfect. So
Simple one. Okay.
for the next question, last one. What interest rate is the lender charging on a loan of 15,000 rand paid over 1 month? So this is a level 4 question, but it's a very nice question. So let's think it through. Okay. So what
Okay. So
interest exactly?
okay.
Okay. 15,000 paid over 1 month.
1 month.
So
I got 2,484.
okay, how do you calculate that?
The amount by 1 month minus the 15,000
Perfect. Okay,
and
so
then
what you
2,484.
did, yeah, that's perfect. So what you did, you said 17,484 minus
Minus.
15,000, which gave you 2,484, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we have to do after this? So that is that's the interest amount, right? Interest amount. But the question is asking for the
Interest rate.
exactly. The question is asking you for the interest rate.
Okay.
So we have the interest amount. How are we going to calculate the interest rate?
Okay. How do I do interest rate? Is it different? Okay.
So I'm going to show you now how to do the interest rate, or rather, I'm going to give you an example, right? Let's say, for example, we
Okay.
use our same initial hypothetical example. Let's say you borrow from me 1,000 rand. We use that same example, right? You
Okay.
borrow from me 1,000 rand. You pay back me 1,500 rand, right? You pay me back.
Okay.
Now, what is the interest amount?
500.
Okay, so the interest amount, so I'm just going to put the I for interest, right? So the interest amount is 500 rand. Okay. Okay, but what is the interest rate? So to get the interest rate, all that you do is that you take your interest, the interest amount,
Mm-hmm.
and you divide it by the original loan amount,
Okay. So 2, 4,
and you
okay,
multiply
4
by
divided.
100.
What is the loan amount? Which month this is? 15,000 times 100. Then I get 16.56.
Yes, yes, correct. Perfect. There we go.
Okay.
Let me just show you the answer quickly. There we go. And then you
Yeah.
convert to one decimal place.
So it's
And remember, the
16,5.
interest rate must be in a percentage, right?
Okay.
It must be in a percentage. Okay, so we have 16.6%. Okay, so that is because remember, if it's a 5, you either round up or down, but then you get the second number, which is a 6, which is more than 5. And if it's more than 5, then you're going to round up. So therefore, it's 6. But in the exam, they will tell you in the instructions round off to 2 decimal places or round off
Okay.
to or 1 decimal place. But they will tell you in the instructions. Majority in the NSC exams, you have to round off to 2 decimal places, especially in maths. Okay.
Okay. Let me
So,
check my table for my phone. Hi.
perfect. So we've reached the end of the session. Um,
Okay.
you should definitely attempt exercise 4 and also go through all the
Okay.
previous exercises on your own without looking at the answers. Do this first without looking at the
Okay.
answers, and then I did prepare this, but obviously you can just read through it. So that's on tax and everything on tax rebates and yeah, a tax certificate and all of that. Okay, perfect, Mrs. Bunny. Bunny girl.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fox. Good lesson. I've learned a lot today.
Perfect. I'm glad. I'm
I must
glad.
just revise it.
Definitely. It's all on
You
you
work.
now.
Interesting. It's actually very interesting because it's like things that we do in our daily life.
Exactly. Math lit is very
Interesting
interesting.
work. It's very
Very, very
interesting, yes.
interesting.
A lot to
Exactly.
read also.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's basically like a
Um,
study
it's
subject,
general
reading and
knowledge.
practice.
It's yeah,
Um,
it's basically theory. Just make sure you know your
a lot of
theory. Like
theory, yes.
a lot of theory. A lot of theory. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
take care. Cheers, bunny girl.
You
Hope you have a
too.
lovely
Cheers,
adventure
Mr.
there in
Fox.
Paris. Is that Paris?
I'm not sure what bridge is that even. Might be New York or
Mm,
Man.
it's a very nice
Okay,
bridge.
let's say I'm in Paris. I'm
I'm
in
gonna go on
Paris.
my space journey.
Ooh, fun. Walk on the moon.
I'm exploring other planets where humans could,
Interesting.
more humans maybe, other humans.
Life on Mars, maybe.
Hmm.